Hey guys, welcome back to Bums Blitz. We got another study session for you guys. It's week 9. Thank you for joining. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do that. Click the little red button down below. Like this video. If we get a couple of likes, more people will see it, so it helps me out. Today, we are live on YouTube. I am actually uploading this video directly to YouTube afterwards, so that's why, some of the people are already in chat and we're already talking. But I wanted to make sure that everybody got a notification that I uploaded a new video this week. It didn't happen last week. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the whole thing live on YouTube. We're going to try to do this every Friday, so if you want to join, please do that. Come by on Friday. We're live in the chat room. I think it's just youtube.com/c/bumsblitz/live. You'll see it on the screen at some point, so just keep that for later next time we do another a live chat. And yeah, if you guys are out there right now listening live, please come into the chat and interact. What I plan on doing, what this is going to be every week, is basically I'm just going to go game to game as fast as I can. We're going to look at some different matchups, rankings of different teams, and try to come up with a better idea of certain players, if we like them or not, injury reports, stuff like that. I am going into this pretty clean, so I myself have not prepared for to say anything specific. I want interaction with the people in the chat room. So if they could interact with me, ask me questions about what's going on, and then I could get my thoughts straight on the spot. Maybe it's the best way to do it, maybe it's not, but I'm kind of like you guys in a sense. We're all studying together. I could use your help. You could point out something to me, and maybe it'll help us both. So that being said, I am going to switch over to the chat. We got study session here. There we go. So we got a few windows open. Fantasy Pros I like. Weekly rankings. I am not sponsored by them at all. I just like their website. Same goes for Roto World. We're going to look up some news if there's any questions that we have up here. We got the schedule over here. This is basically what we'll follow with the Falcons game being over with. Falcons beating up on the Buccaneers, which is great. And yeah, and then we got ranks by position. Or we don't need that, but I could go by position. This is on Yahoo. This is one of my favorite tools to use, how they've been ranking throughout the year. And yeah, so all that being said, I've already said that, but it doesn't matter. We are going to get into these games. All right, so the first game we're going to go into is Lions versus Vikings. Oh, we already got a question by Darren, not really related to any specific game this week. Oh, thank you. What do you make sense of trash primetime games so far? Will the NFL do something about it? They always try with the flex stuff, but what can you do? It's just because of the short short week. So they're not going to do anything because they want football on Thursdays. You guys are going to be hearing a lot of those beepings because it's just live. So sorry. Here, I'll try to turn it down a little bit. Okay, so obviously this is live. All right. So anyways, hopefully, yeah, they're not going to do anything about it. They basically want more games. So what would they do? All right. So the first game we're going to get into is Detroit and Minnesota. Obviously, I'm not excited about playing anybody in Detroit, but I am not going to tell you to sit Matthew Stafford this week. I have been sitting a lot of players versus the Vikings lineup, but they have been giving up a couple points as of late to teams that they probably shouldn't have, but also division teams, and division games are always a little bit more tough. Although the Lions are not going to trick the Vikings, the same goes for the Vikings and the Lions. They have an idea of what they're doing already on defense. So with Jim Bob Cooter and his offense, I think they'll be able to do some scoring. Now, I'm not trying to say that the Vikings will lose this game or anything like that. They haven't been playing well, but That's the way it goes. But still, I don't think that, like in weeks past, you should be afraid to play Matthew Stafford and Golden Tate. Now, I probably wouldn't be playing any other running backs. So yeah. Do the Vikings scare you at all now, or was it last week? It was like I said, it was a divisional game. They play each other a lot, and they didn't play well the week before. The Vikings do scare me still, as far as defensively goes. They're going to have to figure out some kind of offense. If they don't, they're going to lose games like that. But their defense does scare me for a fantasy football sense, And I mean, they have a good defense. That didn't go anywhere. It's just they have to find other ways to put the ball in the end zone so the defense doesn't have to do all the work. So they're just not doing that. All right. So any specific players we need to talk about? We already talked about Detroit. I think, I'm playing Matthew Stafford, still playing Golden Tate in the same sense as I'm not thrilled about them, but if he's your wide receiver 3, he's playing still. I don't expect him to put up wide receiver 1 numbers at all. Same goes for Marvin Jones. And then the Vikings, with Slay out, Diggs could still have a decent game, but they're not throwing very well. So he's still like a wide receiver 3, really. If you have better options, I would try to play them. And then, you're really not playing. I don't want to play any of the running backs unless you have to. It's a big bye week, so you might have to play. If you do, I play Asiata. He's always a touchdown guy, even when McKinnon does play, and I don't even know if McKinnon is going to play. Asiata is the guy that you want if you want touchdowns. So if you're playing in like a standard league, that's probably the best play. All right, good. First game out of the way. Let's go to the Jets and Dolphins. All right, so this is a much more interesting game because both teams are kind of struggling. The Jets, their defense is struggling. I think that all the wide receivers over here could have a very good game. I wouldn't be shy to play your Dolphin wide receivers. Now Ajayi probably, I think he comes down to earth a little bit more in this game. I do not believe he gets the 200 yards that he's been getting, but he's going to get the rock a lot, and we'll see what he does with it. Jets can stop the run a little bit better than they could stop the pass, so we'll see how the Dolphins want to play that. But I definitely don't think that Ajayi has the kind of week that he's had the last 2 before the bye. So yeah, and then Tannehill could be a nice little filler for you. Like I said, the Jets haven't been able to stop the wide receivers. Let's see what their rankings are against wide receivers this year. So, New York Jets, here we go. 4th against wide receivers and against QBs. Let's see what they are. They have to be pretty high against QBs, right? Yeah, it's still 9th. So, definitely don't be afraid to play Tannehill this week as a filler. He could probably be a nice little filler for you. All right. And then what about the Dolphins? Let's see what the Dolphins are doing against quarterbacks this year. Miami. I need to learn the alphabet sometimes. This is what we get here, huh? Miami. Okay, so 18 points per week against quarterbacks. Let's see wide receivers. And 10. So, your boy Brandon Marshall, probably a decent game. What's his face? I can never remember his freaking name. Starts with an O. He could have a decent game. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, it starts with an E. Yeah. Quincy Enunwa. He could have a decent game. So I would, if you're stuck, I'm not reaching for Enunwa. He's number 2 in that lineup. They have been struggling still with Fitzpatrick has been struggling. Yes, Ban KN. So he's back. Constantine is back. Brandon Marshall, I feel comfortable with, but Enunwa, you'd have to be pretty short-handed in order to play him this week, I think. And then I'm not playing Fitzpatrick, though. Sorry. Hasn't been playing well, and, even though the Dolphins have been giving up some points to quarterbacks, he's been, or they can get to the quarterback, and that's been an issue for Fitzpatrick this year. So, all right. Any questions on that game at all, guys? Nothing? I got Ban KN. Yep. Make sure you guys are sharing the stream with your friends so that everybody can enjoy me. No, I need the more people in here, the better. Live now. Constantine, you're going to have to watch the replay if you want to know what you've missed until now. Sorry, bud. Okay. Anyways, next game. You missed 2 games, basically. The next game we'll go to is Jacksonville and Kansas City Chiefs. Now, they're in Kansas City, so that's already a negative. I don't see Allen Robinson being much more than a wide receiver 3 this week. I wouldn't be if you have another option besides Bortles, I'd be playing the other option. Kansas City is tough against opposing offenses, and well, maybe not. Hold on, I've been bamboozled. Kansas City against wide receivers. Oh, see, this is why we do this. But let me see what they've done lately. Indianapolis, 10 points. Yeah. Look at that. They've been giving up points. I still don't... I don't know. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that one. I see these numbers here, and yeah, they've been giving up points to them. Let's see. What kind of touchdowns? Rushing. Why am I missing everything I need to... Yeah? I don't know. That's just... Kansas City. Allen Robinson and Allen Hurns. Oh, that's a hard one. Okay, I'll change my mind, I guess, a little bit. Allen Robinson, wide receiver 2. Don't replace him. Play him. You're going to stick with him for another week. Allen Hurns, I don't know if I'm playing Allen Hurns. It's still that defense, though. What do they do to opposing quarterbacks? Let's see. Give up the 16. So they're a lot better against the opposing quarterback. So, see, that's the trade-off. They're giving up points to the wide receivers, but they're not letting the quarterbacks do much. So I don't know. They're probably picking them off a lot, which is a huge issue for for Bortles with the picks. So let's see what you guys are saying. Due to buys, I have to start Conley and Wilson as wide receiver and flex. Robinson and Hurns have both been kind of streaky. Well, yeah, they've both been very streaky. Actually, I want to see one thing. Let's see if he's been... Yeah, he's been streaky. I thought he's been doing more... I guess he's only been doing things when I've put him in, and I haven't been putting him in every week, so it kind of felt like he was doing work each week lately, but oh God, these numbers are bad. Should you trade again? Man, you always ask me questions that are not in the right time. I wouldn't. Okay, this is why I'm not going to do that trade. I mean, first of all, Sanu is as streaky as what's his face. Due to the fact here, let's see his numbers over here. This is Sanu. So 7, 14, 1, 10, 2, 2, 2, 3, 1, 16. Okay, in his standards, decent year. You're not always going to know when he's going to play that well. And then Blunt as well. I'm afraid of Lewis coming back. Well, not really afraid of it because I'm picking him up whenever I can. But Dion Lewis coming back, going to be more, going to have a role in this offense, it looks like. If he plays well, especially. White is going to be completely out. And then if you remember what it was like when Lewis was in the lineup, Blunt would be one game, and then Lewis would be 2 games, and Blunt 2 games, and then Lewis 1 game. It would always switch off, and you really never knew who it was. So that kind of thing scares me. I don't know. I'd look for better players if I'm trying to trade Robinson. All right. I'm not totally giving up on them. They just fired their offensive coordinator. Let's all remember that. So, yeah, okay. So I'm like just starting to remember things. They just fired their offensive coordinator. That could be a big plus for them. They might get into a different rhythm. I mean, look what happened with Jim Bob Cooter and and the Lions. Just want to say his name all the time. And that whole offense changed. Things happen. Let's give it a chance. A couple more weeks with Allen Robinson. I know we're running out of time, but I mean, you're not really getting a great price for him at the moment. All right. What else do we need to talk about? Oh yeah, Foles is going to start in this game, from what I heard. And that, I mean, I don't know. That's not incredible for me. We've seen Foles play, and it's been whatever. So, I don't know. Macklin seems like he might be hurt. That's not encouraging for me. I wouldn't be playing him this week. Yeah, he has to go up against a pretty decent cornerback, that rookie that they got over there in Jacksonville. If he does play, we don't even know if he will. So yeah, I don't think I'm playing any wide receivers in Kansas City. And hopefully that run game will pick up now. Do we know anything about Spencer? Or let's see. Long pause. Jacksonville, decent against the rush. Anthony Sherman, why is he on there? Okay, so Spencer Ware. Concussion is out for week 9. Okay, so Spencer Ware is out. That means, not Terrence, but West is going to start. With Macklin out, can I expect something from Conley or Wilson in that league? I really don't think so. I mean, with the fact that Foles is going to be your quarterback, they have decent corners over in Jacksonville. Let's see. They've given up the 9th most points, but let's see. A 9 spot to Rashard, and they got beat up in that game. 15 to Crabtree, but 2 points to some random guy. I don't even know why these guys are listed. Eddie Royal. I mean, I really am not expecting much from those guys. Honestly. There might be other guys, we'll go through other games. There might be other guys that we could talk about that may be available to you, hopefully. But I'm not really expecting much out of that game offensively. I think more of it is going to be running the ball, and it's going to be defense. Because, the way let's just say that what they do on offense now with the new offensive coordinator doesn't help much. They're basically, they've just been getting terrorized by defenses all year. And Bortles has not been playing well, throwing picks, not playing smart. And that team over there likes to pick the ball off a lot. Like I said, they're like 16th against quarterbacks. So, I don't expect a lot from those guys over there. Don't they have the other dude, Tyreek Is it Mills? What? Why do I think that Tyreek Mills is a name? Connolly, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, yeah. Macklin isn't out, by the way, guys. He's questionable, and he practiced limitedly today. So he's not out. So that's still not good for you. All right. Aren't you glad we do this? So, next game? Next game. Panthers and the Rams. This is going to be one of those games, I think. So the Rams have to go across, or sorry, the Panthers have to go across country. It doesn't seem like that. It's an early game though, so that's one thing. Cross country, early game. Might not be that great for them. Okay, so let's see what's going on over here. I do think that this could be a good game for Kenny Britt. Kenny Britt could have a decent game over here. Maybe yeah. Do you have Kenny Britt as an option over there? Maybe look at that. Tavon Austin. He could get something. He has a better chance of getting something over there in that game than. Now they did play. The Panthers defense did play well that week against the Cardinals, but I don't think that the Rams have the same issues as the Cardinals do. So, I mean, that's not to say that the Rams are better than the Cardinals. I don't know that, but there's issues over there. So, I guess like a Todd Gurley question is, he's basically going to be doing whatever he's been doing lately. Let's go look at the running back situation over here. And all of the football. Todd Gurley. Where is Carolina on this list? Carolina. Yeah. Okay, so Todd Gurley is basically useless to you this week. I mean, he's basically been useless to you all year long. And I am thoroughly glad that I did not draft him this year at all. But I don't know how you don't play him. I mean, it's hard not to play him, especially on a week like this with all the buys and injuries. So you're kind of stuck, man. Just try to live with it. Next, we could talk about. Let's see. Now, I've read some things that they think that Benjamin is going to have an off week. Let's see what kind of rankings. Receivers, and then against. Let's see. I mean, they're up here. I don't know. I'm still playing my boy, Kelvin Benjamin. What is that? Is that a bee? There is literally a bee in here. Hold on, man. I don't want to get stung by a bee. 1 second. What the hell? What the hell? He's in my lights! Son of a... This is crazy. This is live TV, folks. Damn it. I'm trying to figure out a way to do this without getting... Whoa. I don't want to get stung. I really don't. This is amazing. He's literally in my lights, bro. And now I can't see. Oh, that was on my desk. Live television, guys. See, I don't want to smack anything because it's my lighting. And my cameras. Come on. What the hell? What do I do? All right, well, I have it trapped underneath a cup right now, and I'll just proceed. Oh my god, all right, this is fun. All right, little guest appearance by a bee. All right, study. Hey guys. I can't show you. I don't have anything underneath it. I got this though. I don't want to see. I don't want to like. I got all this equipment here. I can't do much about this. No, not an athletic cup, Darren. Those have curves to it. It's a regular cup. You're right though. I should have definitely got a better cup for camera. All right, fine. Hold on. I'll risk my life. I'll risk my life. Hold on. All right. This should be okay. Alright. Woo! There we go. With a special appearance by a bee. You guys see that? Ah, wow. Alright, I'm gonna go let him go. Whew! I'm gonna close the door. Ridiculous. I could hurt. Alright. We're back. Alrighty. Where were we? I don't even remember what game we were talking about. Ah. That was fun. Okay. So, hopefully that took forever. Alright. Play Benjamin, play Cam Newton. Don't expect crazy games from them. Just decent games. Don't play. No, you have to play. You have to play what's his face, Gurley. Yeah, I would take a chance on playing like Britt for a deep touchdown or a good touchdown. You know, he's gonna have some play in this game, I believe. Yeah. No, that's a bad suggestion, Darren. Okay. Anyways. This is the Fantasy Football Show study session with an appearance by the Bee. All right, let's get back to business, guys. All right, back to business. Let's try to get through this quickly. Titans and Chargers. Let's see. So, what are we doing here with? Let's go. So, where are we? QBs, Titans, the Chargers, San Diego. I know I'm sure you're still laughing. I didn't see that coming. You know, the Chargers have been playing really well lately. They've actually managed to win the games that they were losing before. I will. So that's always good. This might not be a game where you want to try to take your chance on a lot of the Titans. You know, if what's his name is a streamer for you, maybe not the best week to do that. Although there are a lot of quarterbacks that are out, and you know, you may need him. So he's been playing well the last couple of weeks. Maybe he turns it around against San Diego, but it is San Diego. It's at home. You guys are still talking about the Bee. Stop talking about the Bee. I'm trying to get through this. Let's see. So he's still a streaming option, but if you have your regular quarterback, probably not what I want to do this week. I don't see a huge game coming from him. Phillip Rivers, you know, same deal as always. I don't expect big numbers from Phillip Rivers as well. The Titans have a surprisingly good defense, so yeah, and they're surprisingly good against the run. Now, I know I've said this like all day long today. You can't sit Melvin Gordon. He's going to have just basically one of your decent days. It's a week where there's so many people out due to injury or buys. You know, you just don't have an option to play some of these guys. So, you know, I guess maybe pay more attention to this for a weekly thing like Fanduel, but Melvin probably wouldn't be one of my starters this week. Tennessee gives up the 26th most points to opposing running backs, so they're good against the run. They're also good against the pass, I believe. Let's see. Tennessee, they're not up there, so there we go, 16. So they're decent against the pass. Does Melvin Gordon's touchdown dependency scare you going forward? No, because he's being put in the position to score each and every week. That offense does it each and every week. They've done it for years, each and every week. So I'm not scared of that at all. You know, I believe he's gonna score. You know, it's just the way it is, and especially now because of all these running backs that are getting, you know, injured and all of that. There's just no way that you can't even think about being scared about Gordon's production. It's like what is he, the number 3 or number 2 running back in the league right now? It is what it is. You're gonna have to live with that. All right. Should I pick up Henry if I have Murray? I mean, yeah, definitely do that because you're probably hurting in some areas with the injuries. I would pick up Henry anywhere I had him, especially if Murray was on my team. I tried to pick up Henry in one of my other leagues too, but that didn't work out. I don't believe, the rush to pick up Henry right now is just kind of whatever to me. I don't think that he's taking Murray's job. Murray's playing really well. Murray has done nothing to lose that job, but Murray is also a little bit injury prone. That worries you, and with all the other running backs getting hurt, you know, that's something you want to protect yourself against. So definitely pick up Henry if you have DeMarco Murray, especially now because really a lot of the big bye weeks are over with once we get through this week, you know. So definitely, get Murray. Make sure you protect your players so you have options. All right. So who else did we not cover? I hope you're not playing many of the wide receiver options here on both teams. If you are, I feel sorry for your wide receiver options on your team. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not aiming for any of these guys over here. I like, Rashard Matthews. He's been playing sort of okay. Yeah, I spoke about Mariota, but I just didn't say his name. Sorry, my bad. Like I said, I don't expect big numbers from him this week. I think he'll be okay, but San Diego's been playing really well against opposing quarterbacks as of late. They're going home. Tennessee's going all the way across country. I just don't think it's a huge game for Mariota. Just not a huge game. I could see him scoring, 15 to 20 points, which is good, but I would say closer to the low end of that right there. But I don't see him going into the 25s like he has in the last couple weeks. All right, Broncos and Raiders is a really interesting game, man. I like that game. You were talking about primetime games being let down. Oh, man, this is going to be a nice game. Now, I heard that what's-his-face Talib is not playing in this game. That's a big plus for the Raiders. Here's the thing we got going on here. We have an incredible O-line going up against a credible front seven, all right? I don't think that we're without Talib, with that O-line, I think that you're actually okay playing your wide receivers here. Now, they have good wide receivers besides Talib, so I'm not trying to say that they're going to blow them out of the water. But in case you were worried about, do I start Crabtree, do I start Cooper this week, definitely think you're going to start them both. With the Raiders, Seth Roberts has been a nice late draft pick for me in Deep League. He's quietly having a solid season. Yeah, for sure. So is Crabtree. Crabtree was sort of late. You guys always, I know Constantine probably was around with my drafts. I don't remember if Darren was or not, but I was getting Crabtree a lot in those drafts pretty late. Both two very good pickups. I have Denver D. Do I pick up a new D? Here's my question. If you're asking me, do you drop Denver D for another D? I say hell no, don't do that. If you have the opportunity, my TV turned off. If you have the opportunity to pick up another defense that has a much better matchup, and you could still have Denver's on your team, then possibly. I do think there will be points scored in this game. I'm talking about, I still think that defense could give you 6 to 10 points, but they'll do that all on either turnovers or sacks, stuff like that. But they're not going to keep the score down, I don't think. Okay, if you have a free spot, then sure, yeah. I would totally do that if you have a free spot. Cowboys D against Cleveland. Ah, man. No. My reasoning for that, and I guess I'll get to it, but I actually kind of think that there's going to be some scoring in that game. So I don't think this week Cowboys D against them. I'm not a fan of it. I actually on a couple of my teams I was playing McCown, even though McCown might not start now. But we'll get to that. So it would have to be a pretty obvious option for me, pretty obvious. I don't know if there is a pretty obvious option out here. Let's see. Minnesota would have no. I guess really the Chiefs might be an okay option. Seahawks. The Lions? No, I don't. Not in a division game like that. I know they've been playing bad, but I'm not sitting Denver for that kind of team. It's a divisional game, and anything could happen in that game. So I'm not going to sit Denver's defense for that. You think the Cowboys definitely? I mean, I just wouldn't do it. I think there's going to be some scoring in that game. Coleman might be back. I like Pryor. It's in Cleveland. So I don't know. I'm not saying that the Browns are going to win, but I'm just saying there could be some scoring going on in that game. All right. So we're talking about the Broncos and the Raiders. We're almost an hour in. We're almost done. Okay. So let's get. So yeah. Who else do we need to talk about? The running back situation over there. Man, now why am I drawing a blank on the running back situation over there? Jeez. Let's see what we got going on over here. Obviously, that running back situation is not that great. Bibbs, or what do we got? Yeah, ask me on Sunday. Ask me on Sunday. We'll figure it out. I just think there might be some scoring. That's all. I don't think that they win the game. Booker. There we go. Forgot. Booker. So, wow, they have Booker up. They have Booker ranked pretty high. What is, let's see. Let's see what Oakland is against the run. 10th. They're 10th against the run. Yeah, they've given up some decent numbers. Yeah. All right. So Booker could be a nice little play for you. He did pretty well last week, right? Let's see. What did he do last? Yeah. Well, he did all right last week. Got a touchdown, 54 yards on 19 carries. Not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. They're getting him the ball, though. That's good. Let's see. What about wide receivers? What's going on over there in Oakland? 12th against wide receivers, so they're like mid-pack-ish. I'm a little worried. Did I freeze? I'm still here, right? Yo. Do you see me? Let me know if you can see me. Do you see me? What's this doing over here? Nope. Ooh. Okay. Good. Good. So, we're back. Sorry. Maybe that was just you. All right. Where's my other stuff here? Okay. There we go. All right. So, where were we? Oh, I'm a little worried about Demarius, but I'm actually more worried about Demarius than I am about Emmanuel Sanders, which is weird, but it's like Emmanuel Sanders just isn't getting in the end zone. That's the problem. You're playing both of them. No matter what, you're playing both of them. Well, I was just saying, Booker, play your boy, Demarius and Emmanuel Sanders. You're playing your guys. I just wouldn't be excited about, God. I wouldn't be excited about like Latavius Murray. Probably not gonna want to go and put him into the fold. Really, the only way I see Latavius putting up points is if he runs the ball in out from 1 or 2 yards, which happens quite often with Latavius Murray. But wouldn't expect a great game from him. So possibly sit him if you can. The only problem again is all the buys. So. Latavius Murray, one of those guys, not excited about playing. But everybody else you're playing in this game, Simeon, that stupid trade that one of you guys did, it was a Darren with Simeon. That was ridiculous. I don't believe he's going to have a stellar game. He'll get the ball to Manuel and Dem, but that's probably about it. Oakland's defense is pretty good. Now, who wins that game? I don't know. That's a crazy game. It's going to be a good game. I'm glad it's on at 5:30. I am glad. All right, next game, Steelers, Ravens. Let's get through these last couple games, and then I'm going to talk about the Monday Night Football game afterwards. Steelers and Ravens. We don't know. See, here's the question. If Big Ben plays, then I say Sammy Coates is relevant again. He isn't that relevant right now with Landry. We're not talking about the Bills, man. So yeah, we got to see if Big Ben plays. Sammy Coates not an option. If he doesn't, if he is, then yeah, I would probably, especially like for you, Darren, who has a tough week. If Sammy Coates is around and Big Ben plays, I'd be playing him instead of Conley or whoever else you had. I don't even remember. Yeah, and then let's see. I thought you were going to. We will talk about them. Let's see. Steve Smith also. Let's get them up. I want to see. Who were we just talking about? The Ravens. So I gotta look up the Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah. You don't have to brag about your deal. Let's see. Is he going to play this week? Ankle. Questionable for week 9 against... upgraded to full practice on Friday. That's a great sign, guys. It looks like Steve Smith Sr. is back. I would look for him to do some work. Let me see. It looks like he should... it would be a surprise. At this point, it would be a surprise if Steve Smith doesn't suit up against the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday. Okay, so they have him at a 0, prediction, so that was weird for me. This hurts the value of Wallace, so if you're expecting a bigger game from Wallace, I would not expect the kind of game that he's had the last few. His production you could see when Smith was in, six targets, 3 catches, something like that, 4 catches. Not bad, but he also hasn't scored a touchdown since week 2. So I'm not a fan of Wallace, especially if Steve Smith comes in. Now, if Steve Smith does play, I do believe that he can be like a wide receiver 3. The Pittsburgh is surprisingly good against wide receivers this year. And so that might be an issue, but with him coming back, he's such a he knows how to play that team. So definitely, as a wide receiver 3 in this kind of week, I would be playing Steve Smith Sr. But definitely not Mike Wallace this week. Even though it is one of those games where but he's already had plenty of games where he's played against his old team, so it's not really a revenge game, I don't think. All right, and then you're playing Bell, obviously. Terrence West. I don't know if you're playing Terrence West. Let's see what Pittsburgh does against the run. Yeah, that gives it the 4th most. Yeah, you might want to be playing Terrence West. Terrence West. They want to get Dixon involved more. I just don't know when that's going to happen. At some point they want Dixon to be their number 1 guy. When's that happen? I don't know, but I was waiting for it to happen. I just can't wait for it to happen any longer. It won't happen this week, I don't think. All right. So, what else we got? I don't think we have anybody else to talk about on that team, right? Yeah, it was a bad trade. All right, next up, we kind of spoke about the Cowboys and the Browns. Let's see. You're obviously playing your Cowboys, Dez, Dak, Zeke, all these weird names. You're playing all of them. Beasley could have a decent game here too. They're basically going to be able to throw and do whatever they want there. I also think that the Browns will have a decent game. I think that the guys in the chat room don't think that as much. They would play the defense as one of those sneaky defenses, but I mean, I just, if they do it, it would have to be off of turnovers. Now, the thing that does make me nervous about the Browns is they may not play McCown. I was really hoping they would play McCown because that's a bump up for Barnage. That's a bump up. I really think it's a bump up for their whole offense, but they want to go with the young dude, so I don't know. We'll see. Wait till Sunday. They'll make their decision. Then we'll have more information. Coleman, Coleman is good. He hasn't been playing for a little while, and they want to play Kessler. It's Kessler, right? They want to play him. I don't know. I think that Coleman would have had a better game if McCown plays. So, look for that. I do think that if Kessler plays, then it's a great game for Pryor. If Kessler doesn't play and McCown plays, it's a good game for Pryor, it's a good game for Coleman, and it's a good game for Barnage. Like good, decent games where they're playable options. I think Pryor will do more work with Kessler, though. I'm not... Yeah, I just think they're more familiar with that. Let's see. Take two. D. Adams, Beasley, Diggs, or Pryor. Pryor for sure. What kind of league is this? First of all, what kind of league? While he's answering that question, let's see what kind of run D, because I really liked the way what's his face has been running. Dang it. Of course they wouldn't. Oh no, I picked the wrong. That's why. I picked the wrong. There we go. Isaiah Crowell. I really like how Isaiah's been running, getting you points. Standard. God, that's so tough. Pryor for sure. Pryor is for sure. God. See, if it was like 4 weeks ago, I'd say Pryor and Diggs real easy. If it was 2 weeks ago, I'd say Pryor and Beasley. I missed the B. You're more than welcome to go right out there and find the B, man. God, let's look up. Let's do us both a favor. Let's see. Since I am stuck, I'm definitely going Pryor. Davante Adams. All right, well, here we go. This is my tiebreaker as usual. Davante Adams, he's ranked higher than Pryor is, so there you go. Go with them. Believe it. Thank you for that, Darren. Anyways, Davante and Pryor, those are my two picks. Even though I can't believe they have Diggs ranked higher than Pryor. Come on, please. Please, people. All right. So, what do I want to look up? Dallas is second fewest against running backs. Ooh. That's not good. Hopefully you have somebody else then. Yeah. I mean, let's see. What kind? Give up 10 to... Oh, God. They really have not been giving up any... Remember in the beginning of the year where we thought that Dallas's defense was going to be the worst defense ever? That's not happening. All right, so hopefully you have somebody other than Isaiah Crowell to play. If you don't, then of course play away. But they haven't given up more than 13 points to any one running back this year, which is pretty startling, actually. I really had not paid attention to that. That is crazy. Well, that sucks. They're going to be throwing the ball around. Yeah, you could throw a little bit on them too, especially lately. Look at that, the increase right here. Yeah, I'd expect a decent game from Pryor and Coleman. Hopefully, they throw the ball to him. Imagine they were just tanking the whole time. I think they're better than. I can't believe they haven't won a game yet. There's a couple games there that I thought they would win for sure. All right. Next game, Eagles and Giants. All right. One team I have not been watching a lot this year, which is kind of funny, is the Giants. I don't know why. Just not a lot of games where they've been involved in with players that I want to watch. I don't think there's anybody you're not playing in these games. The Eagles, their defense has not been playing as well the last couple games, but except for that game against Minnesota, that was Minnesota though. But there have been some letdowns that I thought that they would play really well against, and they just did not. You're obviously playing Beckham. I have not been playing Shepard, or whatever. Yeah. It's just Cruz. I guess I'm not playing Cruz either. So, blah. Okay, I shouldn't have just said play everybody. I also don't want to play Jordan Matthews in this game, really. What is it? Crowell has probably been a RB2 or flex if owned. So even 8 points from RB2 or flex is bad. Yeah, no, not bad at all. But for me, I don't have that flex in most of my leagues, I guess. So sometimes sometimes I get lost in talking about my leagues. If it's a flex option, you're playing Crowell for sure. In my Yahoo leagues, I only have 2 running backs. So that's one of the things about Yahoo that some people like, some people don't. I don't know. Wentz, I expect Wentz to have a semi-decent game. Oh man, come on. Nothing like he did in the first 2 weeks, because he's obviously slowed down since then. I think he could put up 15, 16, 17 points at the very most. Nothing spectacular. He only put up 11 against Dallas, but Dallas, they've been playing a little bit better. Let's see. Giants. See, this is the reading thing that I was talking about. So Keenan and Flacco, but you get into Aaron Rodgers, 17 points, Bradford, 15 points, Cousins, 19 points, Breeze, 14 points. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't expect any. I would not expect him to go much over 15 points, man, to be perfectly honest with you. Your favorite Jordan Matthews will get 10 points. I hate Jordan Matthews, okay? Don't even tell me he's going to give me 10 plus points, please. 15th against, so they're mid-pack against the wide receivers. God, I hate Jordan Matthews. Just stop it. I have flex in my Yahoo league. Is that custom? Yeah, that's a custom league then. It's all custom if you have a flex. Normal standard pro leagues do not have a flex option. I could show you if you like. Let's go into a good team. I don't know if this is a good team or not. Let's see. Oh, 5-3, yay. Yeah, no flex. No flex zone. Wow, hey, look at that. Julio and Mike Evans. Who did that? Tom Brady. Not bad. Not a bad team there, huh? All right. So, oh man, that was just random, guys. I don't want to take another chance. That's a good team. See, I was playing McCown here too, and I didn't. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I have to do. Anyways, let's go back. Oh, they're doing fireworks outside now. Okay. There's a pause. Pause in the show. Pause in the show. think that was a test. I thought it was supposed to go off at 8. All right. Boom! Do you guys hear that? I can't take you guys with me. I wish I could, but I really can't. You guys will not be able to travel. So I'll just let you guys hear the war zone going on in the background. Could you guys hear that? Yeah, it's been a crazy show. we got bees in a war zone going on in the background. I think we got the title of the video. Study session, bees in war zone. All right, let's get this going. I got stuff I want to do. I don't think of that. Sorry. Okay, so I don't even know why I was looking at this. Okay, so next game, do we cover what we needed to cover against them? I'm not playing any running backs here. I'm not playing. Well, Sproles, you want to play here probably. Matthews could get in for a touchdown, but really, I don't know if he's been doing very much. I've never been a fan of Matthews. Either Matthews. I don't like any Matthews, especially if they wear green. I don't like any Matthews wearing green. All right. Next game. Oh God, you're playing every Saint you possibly can. All right. Don't sit them. Yeah. All Saints. And then here, hopefully Hyde plays. Let's see. Let's get an update on Hyde. The good thing is I know that he's on my team here. Hyde shoulder listed as questionable week. He was limited practice for the third consecutive day. Hyde doesn't appear to have been cleared for contact yet. Chip Kelly nor Hyde himself sounded confident that he would play this week. Number 2, Dejon Harris. So I guess Dejon Harris is who you want in this game. But I really, God, it would be so rough to play either one of them. Dude, you're playing everybody in that game. Yeah. Kaepernick could have a decent game in this one. I wouldn't be... The running back situation is going to be a committee, so even though it's a great matchup for all the running backs, it'd be tough to play any of them. Dejon Harris looks like he's going to be the number 1 guy this week. Last week it was not him. Or was it? I don't even know. I played the other guy, and the other guy ended up getting a touchdown, I think. So, it is what it is. Anyways, and then wide receivers. I'm not really. It's Torrey Smith. I don't know. I wouldn't play Torrey Smith. I think actually, what's it called? The Saints have been much better against wide receivers as of late, so not playing them either. All right. Play everybody on the Saints. Certain people don't play there. Kaepernick could have a good game. That's with the ground. A decent game, Decent game, get you some points, especially for a filler. Maybe he might be someone that I might need to look at instead of McCown, but that's the kind of situation I'm in. All right, so next game is the Colts and the Packers. Let's see, what is the Packers' deal this week? Because I think T.Y. was practicing in full, right? T.Y. practicing in full. As long as that is the case, let's see. T.Y. should be playing if he's practicing in full, but yeah, he's up there, questionable. Let's see what his notes are. Hampshire is a go. Okay, so T.Y. is a go. Moncrief is a go. You're playing both of them. The DBs over in the DBs over in Green Bay are banged up, to say the least. So they're going to be able to throw their Cobb and Nelson. Yeah, those are good plays. This is going to have some points. This game is going to have some points. So play everybody, really. Play everybody. Ty Montgomery. Let's look up his. I know he's having an issue, right? Ty Montgomery. Let's see. Expected to return from injury this week. Montgomery is expected to be the primary running back. Okay, so Ty Montgomery is a go, and he's a must-play. Let's see. I'm a Packers fan. Don't ask their deal. Nobody has a clue. Fire McCarthy. Wow. Well, at least that came from a Packers fan, right? You're still playing Montgomery. Play everybody in this game. Everybody. Everybody can play this game. They're going to score. Don't play any of the defenses. There's going to be scoring in this game. Easy enough? Easy peasy? Lemon squeezy? All right. I just said that live. Great. And then the last game. All right, last game, guys. Woohoo! Bills and Seahawks. Don't play anybody. All right. We're gonna see if McCoy is back. I saw that McCoy. Last time I checked, at least he is practicing again. Let's see if I have him on any of these teams. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Hamstring play Monday night. I feel like he's really close. Hopefully, I'm thinking he's going. So it's a little bit dangerous because he is a Monday night game. Oh, that's really dangerous. Hopefully, you have Gillislee like I have over here. You see, I have Gillislee over here, so I'm safe on this team. Others may not be safe. No editing here at all. We're not going to do it. Yeah, so hopefully you're safe if you have LaShawn McCoy. It's dangerous. He should play. And if he does play, you are playing him no matter the matchup. It doesn't matter that they're playing Seattle. I don't care. If he's playing, you play him. He's one of the best running backs in the league. That's what I'm going to say. Let's see. So, yeah. I am looking for options at quarterback, guys. With Wilson, I'm definitely looking for an option. We could see over here, Russell's ranked the number 12 guy, so you're looking at Stafford, Big Ben, Marcus Mariota. Jameis Winston was up there, Dak Prescott. All these guys are up ahead of Wilson. I think he's just not right. So, oh yeah, that happened to me a bunch this week. I had Cousins and Brady all week, or Brady and Palmer, or Cousins and Palmer, all the whole time. That's what I've been dealing with. So I am looking for different options at quarterback. This is a high quality entertainment. This should go on ESPN. It would be better than half of what they play. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's what I've been saying. I've been pitching this for years. Yeah, sorry. I hate to let you guys know, or to break it to you, or whatever. But normally I don't have bees in my house, and normally I don't have fireworks going off in the background. So I live across the street from a school, so the fireworks are like right on top of my head, which is amazing. But still, nonetheless, very scary sometimes, especially if you don't know what's going to happen. When I first moved in here, I thought I was getting bombed. All I saw outside was red, and I heard loud pops. I had no clue what was going on. Honestly, was scared for my life. All right. So yeah, looking for a different option there. I'm not thrilled about the wide receivers in Buffalo. You still play Tyrod because he has the opportunity to run the ball. And that's always, that always trumps a lot of the mistakes that could be made through the air. Yes, I usually have fireworks inside the house. Yes, that's what they say. That's what she says. And then I would still be playing Baldwin. He's more like a wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 for me, as usual. The Bills did just add Harvin, and I don't think he's going to be a factor, at least in the beginning. But I don't believe he's a factor right now. If he is, if he's still fast and everything, it'll come from like special teams type of stuff. But at the moment, I'm not trusting him as a wide receiver. At the moment, I want to see him do something. But yeah. Yes, exactly. That's what I think also. All right, I think I covered every game. Any questions at all before I go? This is the time to ask them. Otherwise, I am going to head out, and I'm going to upload this video to the YouTubes. Ask your questions. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me too, by the way. So, you know, it's fun. It's been fun. It's been real. Any questions, guys? Ebron or Fleener? Fleener. Better matchup. Better matchup. If you ask me throughout the rest of the season, though, I'm going Ebron. Let's see. Any more questions, guys? Feel free to ask them. Yeah. Yeah. Not a fan. Decent points from Miller, though. Just a better matchup, though. Any other questions, guys? All right. Well, that looks like it's it. That's it. All right, cool. So, thanks a lot for joining, guys. I know it's a little bit long show. I know it's kind of all over the place, especially with what's going on. But pick 3? It would be Bell, West, and Montgomery. Yeah. Are you asking Le'Veon Bell? Is that really part of your question? Ban Constantine. Okay, anyways. Thanks a lot, guys. I'm going to end it here. It was a fun show all over the place. You kind of see how I wasn't prepared for everything. And, you know, I learned things throughout the show. And that's kind of what I wanted the show to be. Learning something, also giving my opinion to you guys, breaking it down the way I would normally break it down. Think about it live. Maybe it might not be the most fun you've ever seen, but the guys in here kind of enjoy it. It's very random, and you kind of hear things that you normally wouldn't. But yeah, I think it went well. So, like I said, we'll try to do this again next Friday, 6 or 6:30, whenever I could get around to getting online. I will post, so follow me on Twitter at BumsBlitz. Remember, like this video. Go there right now. You guys right now like this video, and then I'm also going to be posting it again, so it will be a different video. So go ahead and like that as well. Press the subscribe button if you haven't already. And yeah, thanks for showing up. I will see you guys later. Bye.